An update of my planted shrimp tank. It's been a year since this 3 feet or 90 cm shallow and long aquarium has been set up. Here's a 1-year detailed update of this planted aquarium. Welcome everyone, it's Ray from RW Aquarium Pages, capturing my journey in planted aquariums, shrimp tanks, and everything in between. This aquarium is situated on my fireplace mantle as a temporary spot for now. It's not the most ideal location, but it still looks great. Let's talk about the specs of this setup. The aquarium is 36 by 12 by 12 inches, or it's 90 by 30 by 30 centimeters. It's a long, semi-shallow panoramic aquarium. The volume is about 21 gallons or 80 liters. It's a rimless, high-clarity glass aquarium. High-clarity glass is important to me as it's clear from my photos and videos. I do take a lot of photos and videos of my aquariums and the inhabitants. This tank was purchased from our friends at April's Aquarium in Burnaby, BC, Canada. The substrate that I use is a mix of Aquario's Neo Shrimp soil, the normal and the powdered version for the front. The hardscape is Icelandic lava rock. It's texture and porous inert rock that looks stunning. The filtration is a little bit strange. It's 4 hang-on-back filters. There's 1 aqua top and 3 aqua clears. I had a few spare lying around, and for a long tank, water flow is very important. It's also important for a planted aquarium. If I were to upgrade the filtration, I'll be using one of the Oase Biomaster filters and using Aquario's premium clear intake and outtake tubes. There's no heater in this aquarium as the inhabitants are shrimp and they prefer cooler water. The aquarium is similar to the room temperature, which is stable at 21 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The lights were initially 3 night crew lights, but I've upgraded to a Chihiro's WRGB that was on Facebook Marketplace for a great price. The lights are on 20% intensity and on for 8 hours per day with a 1 hour ramp up and 1 hour ramp down. I find that 8 hours of light for a planted aquarium works best. Any more and you'll get lots of algae. There's no CO2 injection, so the plants will grow a little bit slower, so you've got to pick the correct plants for a low energy tank. I have 2 glass lids on this aquarium. It's to help prevent the loss from evaporation. The plants cover the rocks for an aged rustic forest look. There is Taiwan and weeping moss in between the rocks. There's groups of trident java fern accenting the rocks. I've also got a few favorite types of Bucophilandra tucked in between the rocks. The foreground isn't fully covered, but it's got some dwarf Sagittaria and some Monte Carlo. I'm trying to grow a field without CO2. It'll take a longer time. There's also some Marsilia mixed in also. In the background, there's Bacopa on the sides and some Kabamba. All easy growing plants. The floating plants I have on this aquarium are red root floaters with a splash of Salvinia and some duckweed. They're a great hiding spot for a shrimp and it blocks off the excessive light. The inhabitants of this aquarium is the Black Galaxy Fishbone and zebra shrimp. The colony is thriving and doing well and there's lots of babies. There's no fish in this design, but it's not a shrimp breeding aquarium, but it has all the hiding spots and there's over 200 shrimp in this aquarium. It's much nicer than a breeding setup. If I could, I would do a rack full of these 90 cm aquariums. This type of setup is low maintenance. It's called a low energy aquarium. There's no visible algae on the setup. It's quite simple and clean looking. It's quite a relaxing aquascape and it does look great in your living space. Do you have a planted shrimp aquarium in your living space? If you do, is it shrimp only? I love sharing my experiences, success and failures with everyone, and capturing my journey in planted shrimp tanks. Stay tuned for more informative video. Thanks for watching and listening to my rambles. Have an awesome day.
Thanks for watching!